can see the light as I make my way to the end. I put these chains behind me and finally walk again. I can see the light as I make my way to the end. I put these chains behind me and finally walk again.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to episode 2 of AWL. Now, as this video plays over for a recap of last week, I'd like to break some news. General Manager Scott Felton has announced that tonight's match for the AWL Heavyweight Championship will now be a 10-minute Ironman match instead of a 15-minute Ironman match. Now, how did we get here? Well, A.J Morgan faced off against Big Country Wesley Stone in their debut matches in backyard wrestling. Now, the two men really started to show their true strengths and weaknesses as basically Wesley Stone ragdolled A.J Morgan for roughly 5 minutes, almost laughing at every single offensive maneuver A.J Morgan had. But as it would show in the last minutes of the match, A.J Morgan had the so-called ring IQ to reverse a rear naked choke into a pinfall with just a little bridge. And that entered him into the AWL Heavyweight Championship match tonight. And in the main event of last week, we had ADT facing off against Christopher James, two former AWL champions and lifelong friends, in their first match in roughly 6 years. Now, Christopher James and ADT really started to do this 50-50 style match, where both men were getting in beautiful offensive maneuvers. Whether it be suplexes, lockups, hitting their finishers. We got to see 2 finishers in this match, actually. We got to see the debut of Christopher James' Superman Punch and the debut of ADT's Changing of the Tides. Now, these two men battled it out for roughly 10 minutes last week. So you can already see that there's an advantage for ADT going into this Ironman match against A.J. Morgan, given that last week he did a 10-minute match alone. Tremendous displays of athleticism as I go back to looking at this for play-by-play. But ladies and gentlemen, we saw what these 4 men bring to the table in this new era of AWL, and I feel like we could not be any more proud of what they have already accomplished in this short week of competition. And as we see ADT sizing up Christopher James for his new finishing move, the Changing of the Tides, we will see that he pins him 1, 2, and 3. And a sign of respect from both gentlemen, as at the end of the day, it's only just business. But that brings us to our match of the night, which is ADT versus A.J. Morgan in a 10-minute Ironman match for the AWL Heavyweight Championship. Now, folks, here comes the man that is really gunning to see if he can make a name for himself in AWL the same way that his brother did almost 13 years ago. A.J. Morgan flipping off the crowd immediately, showing that he's just here for business. It's all about titles tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Now here comes the former 4-time AWL champion from the original run back in 2013. The man that's looking to add a now 7th World Championship to his resume. Here he is, the AWL original. The one, the only ADT makes his way to the backyard. Looking like it's all business for both competitors as ADT looks at the championship. And as our referee Tristan holds it up, that's what it's all about, folks. The AWL Heavyweight Championship. Who will become the inaugural AWL Heavyweight Champion? Will it be the former AWL Champion ADT or the brother of the first ever champion, Dylan Andrews? Let's get it on as Tristan makes it official. Go. Good collar elbow lock up, takedown by ADT. I'm a little behind, I'm sorry. Another elbow collar tie up. ADT drops to the knee and drops A.J. Morgan, ragdolling him down to the ground. Maybe third time's the charm as A.J. Morgan initiates the next lockup. And ADT goes for a headlock and immediately judo tosses him down. And it's the same damn thing. Let's see. Oh, wait a minute. With a roll-up, A.J. Morgan. Oh my God, ADT is down a fall immediately within the first minute of the match. What is going on off of a cheap roll-up pin, A.J. Morgan? You can only imagine what happens to the confidence of ADT as this match continues, folks. Already down one fall, and we're not even a full minute into the match. I can't believe I just witnessed that. Now ADT back on the attack on A.J. Morgan. A couple hits to the head, dropping A.J. Morgan back down to the mat. And now ADT starts to work the leg, work the whole body as a whole, to be honest with you. As ADT starts talking smack to A.J. Morgan, lifts him up. And oh my God! In an instant replay, I got my instant replay. Look at this chop, a bull whip from ADT himself. Wow, me complaining about that in the last episode really paid off, didn't it, folks? Anyways, and a heavy right hand from A.J. Morgan dropping ADT right on his ass. Now, folks, again, I can't stress this enough, the importance of ADT already being down one fall into this match. You gotta wonder, what is going to come from this? And is that really going to stun ADT's momentum going into this match? I mean, A.J. Morgan really looking to make a name for himself and step out of the shadow that his brother he cast as he delivers one hell of a suplex. Now you got to think in the first ever match of AWL's history, Shady, now known as Dylan Andrews, who is also the older brother of Alex Morgan, defeated ADT in the first ever AWL Championship match, the first ever match that they had. Now, wait a minute, I'm going to call this. Now, A.J. Morgan is locking in that crossface on ADT. Now, what is he going to do? ADT's already down one fall. And oh my God, now he's down two. Two, ladies and gentlemen. I'm at a loss for words right now. The former four-time AWL champion is down two falls. And we're not even 3 minutes into this Ironman match right now, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just at a loss for words. I can't believe ADT tapped. And you can only start to wonder what the hell is that going to do to the confidence of ADT moving forward in this match. As A.J. Morgan goes for another pin and a kick out at 2.5. Now both men are starting to show signs of fatigue, ladies and gentlemen, as a couple stomps come from A.J. Morgan. Things are not looking too good for ADT at the moment as Morgan continues to work the body. And maybe just ADT has a bad luck against the Andrews and Morgans of Backyard Wrestling as he delivers a clothesline, actually. Some offense back finally from ADT as he starts to unwrap his wrist wraps. And we've seen this last week against Christopher James. We're approaching the 6-minute mark now, getting closer to the halfway point of this match, ladies and gentlemen, as ADT picks up A.J. Morgan and delivers a hell of a chop, dropping A.J. Morgan right down to the mat. talking smack. ADT, you are down 2 falls, my man. You need to stop talking and you need to start trying to go for covers, submissions, whatever it may be. Does he know something that we don't know? Does he have something in his back pocket? As we approach the now halfway mark of this 10-minute Ironman match, ADT delivers another brutal knife-edge chop to A.J. Morgan. Couple nice words from the former champion as he says all fucking day, as he is still down 2 falls and he is at the past the halfway point as he's going for a submission. Figure 4. No, he's going for the sharpshooter, actually. This is a first from ADT. We are all about first here in the new AWL. I'm telling you, ADT has been showing a lot, from chops to uppercuts to now sharpshooters, apparently, as he mushes A.J. Morgan down to the mat. I mean, what the hell is going on? ADT seems a lot more aggressive in these last 2 matches than he's seen in his entire almost 13-year career in backyard wrestling, on and off. And as you can tell, the wrist wraps it might have been a part of ADT's strategy, because it's really tying up A.J. Morgan right now. As ADT goes for a nice right to the head, and A.J. Morgan following up with one of his own. And another right from ADT, right from Morgan, right from ADT, right from Morgan, right from ADT, and a duck under. And whatever the fuck that was, but it worked, I guess, as Morgan is flatline. I mean, that was a brutal landing, but still, I think we were going for a rock bottom there. I mean, I could be wrong. And a kick out at 2.5 again by A.J. Morgan, arguing with the referee now. ADT is arguing with the referee. That is a first. Also, that's another thing, too. ADT has never really had to interact with an official, so you can only imagine how it is for him to have someone officiating his matchups. So more back and forth by these 2 men as another. Oh, my God! And a chop from A.J. Morgan and a devastating chop from ADT, dropping Morgan down to a knee. Still, ADT is down 1 fall right now. And he hits him with a DDT, shades of his early HCW career. As he goes for the pin, 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 from A.J. Morgan. Now, we're approaching the 2.5 minute mark, as the ADT is still down 1 fall. And you got to start to wonder, how desperate is ADT going to get to try to win this championship, to become the inaugural AWL Heavyweight Champion? And he tells him to bring it on. And a kick to the groin, knocking him down, breaking him down. What ADT has apparently seemed to do very well here. And a beautiful V-trigger. I'm starting to assume who ADT's favorite wrestler is at this point. Now he's sizing him up in a clothesline, dropping him down to the mat. Goes for the pin. 1, 2, 3. And ADT is now up. ADT just now made this an even game at 1:30. Now, as we roll up to 1:30, it is now tied 2-2. Now, A.J. Morgan was up 2 in the first 3 minutes, and now in the last 1.5 minutes, we have it tied up, ladies and gentlemen. After a vicious clothesline from ADT, both men starting to show heavy signs of fatigue as both of them are struggling to get to their feet. And A.J. Morgan looking to lock in that crossface one more time. He has ADT in it. It's cinched in deep. Tristan, the referee, coming in close to make sure that ADT doesn't tap, or if he does tap. And, oh my, no way in hell. Referee Tristan got in the way as ADT looked like he was about to tap and got knocked over. Now ADT is up and, oh my God! What the hell? What the hell just happened? ADT with a low blow. And he mushes him down. What the hell is going on? In a thunderous slap to the face. What the hell is going on? ADT just hit a low blow on A.J. Morgan. What the hell is going on? And he has him up for the changing of the tides, ladies and gentlemen, and goes for the pinfall with 14 seconds left. 2, 3. ADT is up. No way in hell ADT is about to win this. 3-2 with 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. ADT is now the inaugural and new AWL Heavyweight Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't understand what the hell we just witnessed. But ADT is now a 7-time heavyweight champion in backyard wrestling. And he comes back with it. I'm at a loss for words. I can't even call this. A.J. Morgan is out. You dirty son of a bitch. ADT is unfortunately your new AWL Heavyweight Champion, folks. And that will end this episode. We will see you next week. Thank you for tuning in.